It's been a spectacular start to the summer of golf in Australia, with crowds attending tournaments in their droves to cheer on homegrown superstars like Adam Scott and Jason Day, who delighted their fans by winning the World Cup. But there's no more heartwarming story in the world of golf than the comeback of another Aussie, Jarrod Lyle. Jarrod had just started another season on the PGA Tour early in 2012 when he discovered the leukemia he'd first battled as a teenager at high school had returned.
It all started in Mexico. I got an abscess on my arm, was put on some antibiotics, had a reaction, flew home for the birth of Lucy, had a blood test, found out that leukemia had come back. And then it was kind of a mad dash to have the treatment delayed so I could be at the birth. Spent 12 hours with Lucy, was in the car going down to the Royal Melbourne Hospital to start my treatment the very next day. Obviously I didn't expect the leukemia to come back. I was coming home for possibly the greatest thing ever to happen in mankind, and that's, a birth of your own child.
Yes, a second and more intense cancer battle coincided with the birth of a daughter he wasn't sure would ever come, but who turned out to be a godsend. Having Lucy around was a huge help as Jarrod underwent 3 bouts of chemotherapy, as well as radiation treatment and a blood transplant.
She doesn't know it yet, but she saved my life. And, for me to be in a situation where I'd be out playing golf every day and really not spending a lot of time with her, I've been so lucky that I've been able to be there and watch her crawl for the first time and roll over and walk and talk. So, out of a pretty bad situation, I've had a lot of positives to come out of it and would never change, as funny as it's going to sound, I wouldn't change what's happened. So I'm a lucky man.
Lucy was with her dad when he suddenly decided it was time to make a long-awaited return to the golf course, to see if he was in any position to eventually resume his professional career on golf's grandest stage.
Sitting on the lounge room, probably watching the Wiggles or something, in about February this year, and I don't know, for some reason I got the itch. Got the itch enough that day that I put my golf shoes on, picked Lucy up, put her shoes on and went across to the sands and played and then went on to shoot even par. So, kind of, I guess it gave me a bit of a false hope that the golf game was still there, and the next time I went out it was gone. So it's the highs and lows of a golfer, but there was always that tiny little flickering light in the back of your head that it was still there, and I still wanted to play golf.
That day was the start of a long comeback to the pro game, which saw him enter for the Australian Masters in November. To celebrate his return, Jarrod and his team of supporters dressed in the canary yellow colours of the Children's Cancer Organisation Challenge, selling hats to raise funds for them.
Challenge have been there through pretty much my whole golf career. When I was sick the first time at 17, and they've done a lot of stuff for me over the years, and it's nice for me to be in a position now that I can give back to Challenge and hopefully help out some kids along the way. And if I can help one kid, just one kid, sort of sit there and go, geez, he's out playing golf, he's been in the same bed, the same position that I'm in right now, and he's out achieving his goals, then I feel like, not that my job's done, but I feel like it makes me warm and fuzzy inside that kids would look up to me and go, well, he's helping us and we've never met him.
There's certainly plenty of scope for inspiration and even courage, as Jarrod finally reached the day where he'd make the long walk back onto the first tee on a Thursday as a tournament professional golfer. It was a moment he'd thought about a lot as the time drew closer.
A lot of people that I love dearly that are going to come out and play, or come out and watch me play golf and be a part of that. And I honestly don't know how I'm going to hit that tee shot. I think there'll be tears in my eyes. I think there'll be tears in a lot of people's eyes as I hit that first shot. So I just hope people are watching where it goes, because I probably won't be able to see it.
After a last hug with Lucy and wife Bryony, it was time for Jarrod to step up and swing away. The shot which marks the start of the next chapter in Jarrod Lyle's life. He's received an overwhelming amount of support from all around the world, for which he's hugely grateful. And the message from the PGA Tour has been a simple one. Come back whenever you're ready.
I didn't think that many people like me, to be honest, but you know, it's incredible to know that guys that you're playing golf with every week trying to beat, you know, they're your competition. You know, for them to take the time to email me and text me and call me and things like that, it means the world to know that they care enough to do that. And you know, we're like a big travelling family when we're over there, and you know, I guess there hasn't been many situations like this that have happened out there, but you know, if it happens again to somebody else, I'll be one of the first people up there getting in contact with them and letting them know that I'm there for them. So, and that's essentially what everybody on the PGA Tour has done for me. You know, me playing golf is for everybody that's supported me and for everyone that's unfortunately going to have to go through the same rubbish I've been through.